Renegade sprint car. His father has done flat track motorcycles, sprint cars, slot cars, you name it. I think he's raced it.
10 o'clock, I love it.
And then Mercedes Harris, the young lady out of Deming, New Mexico, to the inside of row number 2 a couple weeks ago over White Sands Speedway. Her and Nikki Rivera ended that race side by side as she came out on top of that battle. She'll go to the inside of row number 2. The 07 of Donovan Flood is probably her biggest rival. Goes to the outside of row number 2. The 8 in of Nikki Rivera. The 4 of Joe Cooper. Row 3. Row 4, the 30T of Derek DiMartino. The 14 of Vanessa Robinson, your reigning track champion. Your first 5 rows, the 41 of John Delphin, the 2D of Tutti Barella. As it's 25 laps in distance, the caution lights are down. Your field into turns 3 and 4. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. We are racing. Debbie Jo Baxter will spin in front of traffic. Look out at John Delphin, meter nose to nose, and then it's going to be the 57 of George Ross, the 14 of Timberly Swaim, the 02 of Rick Skillen, the 36 double D of Rusty Sproul. Everybody crossed up in turn number 1 as Debbie Jo Baxter went right through the middle of turns 1 and 2, too hard on the loud pedal as she spun it right in front of everybody. So it looks like John Delph will roll away, or at least attempt to, as he comes to a stop. Debbie Jo Baxter trying to roll away. George Rosso probably getting the worst out of that deal as the front end of that 57 is almost destroyed on the right front.
Is right there by the pit board.
As problems continue now for the 14 of Timberly Swaim, the Alex Body Shop entry with a flat right front tire, as Speedway officials will direct her down to the pit area. Unfortunately, her night done before she gets to take the second green flag here as they make their way into turns 3 and 4. The caution lights are down. The green flag is in the air, and we are back underway. Look at this 3-wide racing already through turns 1 and 2, and now they're going to go 4 wide down the back straightaway. The 35 of Miles Widmer, wow, he went to no man's land, and he got 3 of them at one time down the back straightaway as he holds on to it in turns 3 and 4 as he makes his way through the running order in a hurry. Up front, though, it's going to be a good side-by-side battle for the race lead. The 29 of Mercedes Harris and the 2 of Cole McCutcheon. McCutcheon on the high line, the 29 down the low line as they race down the back straightaway. As here comes Donovan Flores in 07. Flores going to try to throw his name into the mix now as he looks to the inside on McCutcheon. McCutcheon still holds the position in 2. Then it's going to be the 07 of Donovan Flores, the 8 in of Nikki Rivera running it fourth with the 30T of Derek DiMartino. Rounding out your top 5, DiMartino stepping down from the Renegade Sprint Car Series this weekend as he does battle behind the wheel. That Paul Tea's own number 30T. Mercedes Harris now with a little bit more cushion on her lead as she'll have about a 2-car length advantage over the 2 of Cole McCutcheon. McCutcheon now having to contend with the 07 of Donovan Flores as Flores in a world of hurt all his own as now he's got 2 cars going after third. The 8 in of Nikki DeVetta to the high side, the 30T of Derek DiMartino. He's going to drive it down to the low line. The 07 is going to hang out right in the middle of the Southern New Mexico Speedway as up to third at the line. The 8 in of Nikki DeVetta is going to steal it away. Ravetta's up to third now as he's going to try to go after the 2 of Cole McCutcheon. He's got the 14 of Robinson, though, right behind him as Donovan Flood is now trying to slam the doors. He'll do so on the Rockstar. Robinson not able to make up any ground now as now she'll go side by side with the 30T of Derek DiMartino. DiMartino holds the position. The 14 of Robinson is going to run in 6 as they are bumping and banging further back in the running order. 1 car smoking heavily. The 15X is Sean Bowman as he continues to run his way around the Southern New Mexico Speedway. As back up front, you have to be here and see this battle. They are side by side from first all the way back through about 7th. As Nikki Rivera up to the high line now, trying to reel in your race leader, the Harris Auto Electric number 29 of Mercedes Harris. It's round 2 as Harris took the win over at White Sands Speedway a few weeks ago. Nikki Rivera looking to make revenge happen here this weekend as he's going to go after Mercedes Harris in a big way into turns 3 and 4. He'll take to the high line now. The 29 still right around the bottom of the Southern New Mexico Speedway, still with about a car and a half length advantage over Rivera. Then is the 07 of Donovan Flood as he continues to run in third. It's a good side-by-side battle for fourth. The 30T of Derek DiMartino and the 2 of Cole McCutcheon continue to battle down the back straightaway as they've got the 14 of Robinson right behind them as here we go up to the front of the field. Side by side for the race lead. Harris holds on to it. Rivera, though, as they're going to split the lap. vehicle, the 78 of Gary Gwynn, as Rivera makes his way by on the high side. Harris on the low side, going to get held up just a little bit. They're side by side, door to door, to turns 3 and 4. Nicky Rivera on the high line. Can he steal it away down the front straightaway? Now, new leader, the 8-in, shows the way. Nicky Rivera steals it away from the 29 of Mercedes Harris. Harris going to go back down to the low line. We'll see if she can run it back down and try to reclaim the race lead. The 07 of Donovan Flores still runs in third. The 30 of Derek DiMartino. He runs in fourth. Fifth now is going to be the 14 of Vanessa Robinson. Sixth, the 2 of Cole McCutcheon. Seventh, the 5 of Kenny Medina. Then it's the 35 of Miles Widmer. The 29 of Leatham, and your top 10 is going to be the 4 of Joe Cooper as your leaders make their way down the back straightaway. Harris now forced up to the high line as they're going to make their way by the 36 Double D of Rusty Sproul. Sproul lapped down to your leaders as the 8-in of Nicky Rivera with about a 3-car length advantage now over the 29 of Mercedes Harris as your top 3 make that the top 5 now, all moving up to the high line around the Southern New Mexico Speedway. It's Rivera in 8-in, Harrison 29, Flores in 07, DiMartino in 30, and Robinson in 14, your top 5. The 5 of Kenny Medina knocking on the door as he runs in 6. The 2 of Cole McCutcheon now back to 7 as one car going to make his way down to the pit area. That's the 40 of Paul Tejas Jr. Tejas done 11 laps early as this time your leader with only 11 laps remaining in the 8-in. Nicky Rivera now starting to put on a clinic as he is pulling away from the rest of the field as he'll put the 02 of Rick Skillen 1 lap down the competition. There's only 8 laps remaining for the Rick's Performance Center Straight Stocks. Rivera still on the high line as now they're going to go side by side for second. The 29 of Harris and the 07 of Donovan Flores in a good battle down the front straightaway. Harris still down to the low line. The 07 up to the high line and Donovan Flores down the back straightaway. He'll grab second away from Mercedes Harris. Harris forced down to the low line as the high line is the place to be. But Donovan Flores this time, he's going to goof it through turns 3 and 4. He's going to fall from second to fourth. So the 07 goofing in a big way through turns 3 and 4. Mercedes Harris, she's going to reclaim second. The 30 of Derek DiMartino, he is up to third. The 07 back to fourth is now the 14 of Robinson in lap traffic as she runs in fifth. 6 continues to be the 5 of Kenny Medina. 7th, the 2 of Cole McCutcheon. 8th is going to be the 35 of Miles Widmer. 9th, the 28 of Leatham. Then it's going to be the 87 junior of Justin Rodriguez as your leader in lap traffic. He has put the 77 of Kenny Ford and the 12 of Debbie Jo Baxter both a lap down as he raced down the back straightaway.
That's if I wanted to right now, dude. Not even if I wanted to.
Nicky Rivera running high, wide, and handsome as he's got lap traffic right in front of him. The 3LT of Leland Harrison, the 15X of Sean Bowman, and the 36 Double D of Rusty Sproul. Sproul several laps down to competition now as Rivera, he's going to have to get off the top of the speedway. He goes right to the middle through turns 3 and 4 as he'll make his way by the 3LT of Leland Harrison. Harrison getting a little squirrely off of turn number 4 as he just about taps the right rear quarter panel of the 8-in. Rivera able to make it by though as now he'll make his way by the 15X of Sean Bowman. So it looks like 5 lap vehicles between your leader and the 07 of Donovan Flores as Flores has reclaimed second from the 29 of Mercedes Harris. Harris has fallen back to third. Up to fourth now is going to be the 14 of Vanessa Robinson. As the white flag has waved for your leader, this time off of turn number 4, he's going to see the checkered flag. Your winner, Nicky Rivera in 8-in. The 30 Tia Derek DiMartino getting his way back up into contention as he took second. The 07 of Donovan Flores third. Fourth, the 29 of Mercedes Harris. Your top 5, the 14 of Vanessa Robinson. But what a run through lap traffic for your winner. He comes to you from right here in Las Cruces. In the Napa Auto Supply, Peter Piper Pizza Reyes de Luz and Robinson Race Cars number 8-in. Ladies and gentlemen, Nicky Rivera.
Next made it.